Okay, here we have the Roland TR-606, and I'm going to show you the basics on how to program the Roland TR-606. It's got basically two modes: track play mode and pattern, track play in write mode and pattern play in write mode. And before you can actually make a track, you actually have to program in some patterns into the 606. And the 606 actually has two pattern groups, 1 and 2. Sorry, my number 2 light's burnt out, so you can select the pattern group there. Pattern group 1 gives you 16 patterns, and pattern group 2 gives you another 16 patterns. So you can program 32 total patterns into the 606. So we stick it in write mode. We're ready to write our first pattern. As you can see, I've got pattern 1 selected here. So you can select any one of the 16 patterns. And before you actually write a pattern, there's an existing pattern in memory already. So let's just clear that out. So if you hold the pattern number and hit pattern clear, that clears it out. So now there's nothing in there. And you can see as it's playing, we can actually select the instrument that we want to program in, just like an 808. So snare drum, low tom, high tom, cymbal, open hat, closed hat. It doesn't give you all the options that 808 does, and in fact it actually groups the low and high tom together, and the hats are both grouped together as well, so you don't have as much control as an 808. Of course, you don't have the 808 clap, which is kind of an essential instrument, but nonetheless it's sort of a reduced feature set, but it sounds great nonetheless. So let's program some accents in, and then kick drum. Let's get that going, turn it up a bit. And then let's do a snare. There you go. Get low tom, high toms, low toms. Do some closed hats. There you go. So we have our first pattern in. And then we can go ahead and program another pattern in if we wanted to. I've already got one in here. And another pattern on 4. So I've got patterns in these memory banks. So now we're all set. So one thing to remember too is you can also do when the pattern, if you want to change the pattern length, I'm just going to do that on, let's just say on pattern 5. You can see pattern 5 is going pretty quick here. Let's set the total steps to 16 on that. So while it's running, hold down last step, hit 16. Now you can see it actually goes full 16 steps. You can also actually hold that down as well and change this pre-scale, so speed on it. So you can see there's like quarter notes or half notes. So if you wanted to actually go really fast here, you can actually set that to go faster. You can see that it's actually doing 1/4 per, it's like half time basically. But let's change that back to 1/4 per whole note. And now we've got that pattern in, but we're not going to use it. So let's go to pattern play. So we can now that we are out of write mode, we can just play our patterns back if we want to test them out. Sound good? All right, so now we're ready to go to track write mode. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky, but it's pretty simple. So basically, while you're in write mode, you basically, you can audition your loops by starting to play. The first thing you want to do is select your pattern. So you've got a total of 8 tracks. So we're going to select our track. You can see in this black squares here, you can select your track. This is important. This is a track we're actually setting. So we're going to go to track 1. You can play that. And you notice too, before you start recording, you want to hit the bar reset so it starts at 0. And you can audition your loops. You can hear the first pattern is playing right now. So yeah, we like that. So let's go to the next pattern. So we hit write next. I'm going to hit 1. So we're going to do that twice. And let's actually do that a third time. Hit right next, go to 1. And then let's hit right next again and play the third loop. Awesome. Now let's go to reset. Tap it again. Okay, so let's go to play that and see if it works. Reset, start. There we go. Now it's looping back again. Okay, that's the 606 in 6 minutes. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked it, please subscribe to my channel.